and welcome to our presentation today. I am Shejiti Borua. My ID number is 22301085. The topic of our presentation is the control process from the course BCC 104 Principle of Management conducted by Mr. Mohammad Rukibul Islam Maisha. So, what is control? Control is the process of making sure that an organization is following its plans and achieving its goals. It involves setting targets, monitoring progress, and taking corrective activities when necessary. Control is an important part of management process as it helps managers to ensure their organization is on the track to meet its goals. It is a function of management which helps to check errors in order to take corrective activities. This is done to minimize deviation from standard and ensure that the stated goal of organizations are achieved in a desired manner. The control process encompasses a series of interconnected steps that enables managers to minimize and manage organizational performance effectively. These steps are 1. Measuring actual process, 2. Comparing actual performance against the standard, and 3. Taking managerial action. Now my team member Fahmida Islam will continue the rest.
Hello everyone, I am Fahmida Islam. My ID number is 22301036. I am going to discuss about the first step of the controlling process, measuring actual performance. The initial step in the control process is to measure and evaluate the actual performance of organization or specific process. To determine what actual performance is, manager must get information about it. So the first step is measuring. So one must consider how to measure and what to measure. How to measure. 5 sources of information are used by manager to measure and report actual performances are personal observation, statistical report, measuring personal observation, self-monitoring computers, oral reports and written reports. First one, personal observation. It provides first-hand intimate knowledge of the actual performance activity information that is not filtered through others. Statistical reports. Statistical reports are increasingly used by manager for measuring actual performances. It includes computer outputs, data, charts, bars, and numeric displays of any perform of measure for assessing performance. And next one is self-monitoring computers. It may well be the information source in the future sensors in smartphones, robotics, machinery, tracking devices, and tactically initiate corrective actions or alert management to a problem. Oral reports. Oral report encompasses information through conferences, meetings, one-to-one conversation, and phone calls. And the last one is written reports. Actual performances are also measured by written reports. They are actually quite more formal than the first or second-hand oral reports. In addition, written reports are usually easy to catalog and reference. What to measure? What to measure is more critical than how to measure because the selection of wrong criteria can result in serious dysfunctional consequences. For instance, all managers deal with people, so criteria such as employee satisfaction, turnover and absenteeism rate can be measured. Keeping cost within budget is also a fairly common control measure. The next step is discussed by my teammate Afifa Binti Ismail.
Hello everyone, my name is Afifa Binti Ismail and my ID number is 22301075. The step 2. Comparing actual performance against the standard. Comparing actual performance is the process of measuring the actual result of a business against its establishment. This includes analytical terms, preferred indicators such as growth, customer satisfaction, and cost saving. It helps to evaluate the company's progress in achieving its establishment. This process helps to identify areas of improvement and make necessary changes in order to achieve goals. It helps to trace performance and identify trends over time. The comparison becomes easier when standards are set in a quantity term. For instance, the performance of a worker in terms of unit produced in a week can be easily measured against the standard output for the week. Now my next team member, discuss about the third step. Nijum Das Gupta.
Hello everyone, my name is Nisham Das Gupta. My ID number is 22301058. I will be discussing about the last step of control process, taking managerial action. Upon identifying deviations from the standards, managers must take appropriate actions to address them. Managers can choose among three courses of action. 1. Do nothing. 2. Correct the actual performance. 3. Revise the standards. Because do nothing is self-explanatory, let's look at the other two. Number 2. Correct the actual performance. This step involves analyzing the gap between the desired performance and the actual performance, identifying the underlying causes, developing an action plan to address the issues, implementing the plan, monitoring progress, providing feedback and support to individuals or teams involved. Step number 3, revise the standards. This step focuses on asserting the existing performance standards, gathering input from stakeholders, setting new and realistic standards, communicating them clearly, providing necessary support and monitoring process. Revising the standards ensures that the performance expectations are aligned with organizational goals, industry benchmarks, and external factors, setting achievable targets for individuals and or teams. Regular evaluation and adjustment of standards promote continuous improvement and enable better performance management. Now my fellow teammate Tuni Majumdar will discuss about the importance of control process.
Hello, my name is Tuni Majumdar. My ID number is 22301069. I'll be discussing about the importance of control process. The control process holds a significant importance within organization for several reasons, such as performance evaluation. This provides a systematic approach to evaluate and measure the actual performance of individuals, teams, and organizations as a whole. This enables managers to identify the areas of improvement and recognize achievements. Deviation detection. By comparing actual performance against standards, the control process helps to identify deviation and variances promptly. This allows managers to take corrective actions before issues escalate. Decision making. Effective control provides managers with accurate and timely information, enabling them to make informed decisions. It ensures that decisions align with organizational goals and are based on valuable data. Continuous improvement. Through the control process, organization can identify areas for improvement, streamline processes, and implement the necessary changes. So, as we can see, the control process plays a vital role in managing organizational programs. So that is all. Thank you everyone.